This is lecture number 6 from the topic transportation. This previous to that we have studied about external structure of heart as well as internal structure of heart. In internal structure of heart, we have seen that heart consists of 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles. Right atrium receives blood from superior and inferior vena cava, and left ventricle receives blood from 4 pulmonary veins. If you remember, from the right ventricle, blood vessel comes out is pulmonary artery, and from left ventricle, blood vessels comes out is the aorta, which provide blood to the different parts of the body. Now, what is this pumping action of the heart? You know that the heart wall is made up of cardiac muscular tissue. What is it? Heart wall is made up of cardiac muscular tissue. And in 11th standard we have studied that characteristic feature of cardiac muscle is to show rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Because of rhythmic contraction and relaxation of cardiac muscular tissue, pumping action of the heart takes place, and because of that blood can be forced into the different parts of the body for distribution. So what this pumping action of the heart includes? Before starting with actual pumping action of the heart, we should know some of the terms, and these terms are: first one, we have to study about heartbeat. What is this heartbeat? This heartbeat, it involves 2 events, and these 2 events of the heartbeat are: first one is called as systole. Remember that systole means contraction of the heart muscles. It is called as systole. We can say that atrial systole means contraction of atrium. Ventricular systole means contraction of ventricles. Second events which come under heartbeat is your diastole. What is this diastole? This diastole means relaxation of the heart muscles. We can say that ventricular diastole for relaxation of ventricles, atricular or atrial diastole is for atrial relaxation. So this heartbeat, it involves 1 systole and 1 diastole. We can say systole is followed by diastole, and these 2 events it come under heartbeat. Next term we have to study is about heart rate. I think all of you know that in 1 minute heart beats for how many times? This beating of heart per minute is 70 to 72 beats per minute, and this is called as heart rate. Okay, so what is heart rate? It is beating action of heart per minute, that is contraction relaxation of heart per minute, and its number is about 70 to 72 beats per minute. Okay, so heartbeat and heart rate. Then third term we have to study is about stroke volume. What is this stroke volume? When heart beat once or when heart contracts once, the amount of blood which is forced out from the ventricle. If you remember, right ventricle leads to the pulmonary artery and left ventricle leads to the aorta. So when these ventricles contract, certain amount of blood is forced out from right ventricle to the pulmonary artery and from left ventricle to the aorta. So that amount of blood forced out in 1 beat. So amount of blood forced out in a beat is called as stroke volume, and this amount of blood which is forced out is about 70 ml. That means during per beat 70 ml of blood will be forced out from the heart. Now what is the amount of blood forced out per minute? What we have to do, that stroke volume, when it is multiplied by heart rate. What is heart rate? It is the number of beats per minute. And what is this heart rate? It is 72 beats per minute. And what is stroke volume? It is 70 ml of blood which is forced out. So if we multiply this, it is approximately 5 liters of blood, that is 5040 milliliters of blood will be forced out, and this approximate 5 liter of blood which is forced out per minute, it is called as cardiac output. So what is cardiac output? Cardiac output is amount of blood which is forced out of the heart, which is approximately 5 liter of blood. It's called as cardiac output. So once again we'll revise that. Under pumping action of heart, what you have to study? How the heart muscles work. Characteristic feature of heart muscle, that is cardiac muscular tissue, is its contraction and relaxation. Contraction means systole, relaxation means diastole. Then what is heart rate? This heart rate is the amount of blood, heart rate is the number of beats per minute, that is 70 to 72 beats per minute. Then what is stroke volume? It is the amount of blood forced out, amount of blood which is forced out in one beat, which is the 70 ml, that is called as stroke volume. Then when stroke volume is multiplied by heart rate, stroke volume is 70 ml multiplied by 72 beats per time, it is 50 ml, 5040, that is approximate 5 liter of blood is forced out, and this is called as cardiac output. Now we are going to study with conducting system of heart. Conducting system of heart means how the wave of contraction is transported, how it is initiated, and how it spread over the various part of the heart. This conducting system of heart, it involves the specialized muscle plexus. This specialized muscle plexus, first one is called as SA node, second one is called as AV node, third is bundle of His or bundle of Tawara, and fourth one is called as Purkinje fiber. These are the components of conducting system of heart. We have studied about the heart, that is, you know that heart consists of 4 chambers, and these 4 chambers of heart are the 2 atria and 2 ventricles. So internally there is presence of this cavities present inside the heart. Why this diagram is drawn? So that the position should be very clear for you about these 4 components. We'll see the position of SA node. This SA node is present on the wall of right atrium. So you know that this is right atrium, and this is the position of sinuauricular node. This is sinuauricular node or SA node. This second one, AV node, it also present on the wall of right atrium near the base of interatrial septum. So these 2 are the atria, and this is the septum which divides the atria into 2 parts. So here on the wall of right atrium itself, the second nodal is present, that is the second specialized muscle plex present on the wall of right atrium at the base of interventricular septum. From there, this bundle of His originates. This bundle of His, it bifurcates into 2. It divides into 2 branches, and one of the branch is spread over the wall of right ventricle, and second branch is spread over the wall of left ventricle. This bundle of His, it gives rise to smaller branches which spread over the wall of ventricles, and these branches which spread over the wall of ventricles in the form of fine network, it is called as Purkinje fiber. So SA node on the wall of right atrium, AV node also on the wall of right atrium but at the base of interatrial septum. So this is a auriculoventricular node. This one is bundle of His. This bundle of His is present on interventricular septum, where it divides into 2 branches, and these branches spread over the wall of ventricles, and fine network of this bundle of His are called as Purkinje fibers. How it works? Function of SA node is to initiate a wave of contraction, hence also called as pacemaker, as it can initiate or as it can generate the new wave of contraction, it will become pacemaker. From SA node, this wave of contraction goes to AV node. Firstly, it's spread over the wall of ventricles. So that, SA node, it gives rise to the wave of contraction which spread over on both the atria so that it can contract. From SA node, this wave of contraction goes to AV node. From AV node, it goes to bundle of His and to the Purkinje fiber. So ventricles can also contract. So because of this, as this wave of contraction spread over the various part of the heart, this atrial contraction followed by ventricular contraction, and from ventricular contraction blood will flow into the next part, that is the pulmonary artery and aorta. So conducting system is related with what? It related with the conduction of wave of contraction, its initiation, its conduction. Because of that, the systole of heart chambers as well as the diastole of heart chamber, so that blood can be pushed into the forward direction.